Dear children, before we begin with the class, I hope you all are safe and taking these preventive steps to protect yourself. So, children, today we are going to, I'm just going to start a new topic, which is recursive functions. So, anybody is having any idea what are recursive functions? Kaustubh Agarwal.
Sir, the functions which calls itself.
Any function is said to be recursive if it calls itself. So here I'm just talking about any function. So here what to do is I'm just going to tell you how to start and what are the basic things you must know. So children, here is the first example of recursive function. So you all know that your Java program should have a main method, and main method is the part from where the execution will start, and here is the function which is going to display natural numbers. So here enter number num, and what to do is example obj new example, and here obj dot display passing num. So children, here what to do is if you want to display the natural numbers, suppose here you have entered 5 and the values which will be displayed on the screen will be 1 5 4 3 2 1 in reverse order. Then what you will do? So normally when you start a loop, this will go from 5 to 1. So if we see a non-recursive code, it will be like this. It is a non-recursive code. Now the question is that when this loop will terminate. Children, this loop will terminate when the value of I becomes 0. And it will start from n. So here I am just writing a condition when this loop will terminate. So here I have assumed that when this When the value of n becomes 0, control will be returned back to the main method. It simply means that it will stop printing. And if it is not the case, then what to do? We need to print the value of n. And here n minus 1 simply we have to do every time. So there are few statements which I have written. I would like to explain these statements. Children, this statement, this part is known as recursive call. So every time the function will be invoked by itself, passing the value n minus 1. And children, this part actually is known as base case. Whenever this base case is true, recursive function will stop its execution. So this condition is actually known as base case. So here we can write that it is base case and this is recursive call. So initially what happens, suppose we pass the value 5 here. This base case will be checked. This is not true. This 5 will get printed on the screen. And after that, here the value of n becomes 4. When it becomes 4, another function call will happen. And since the base case is still not true, 4 will get printed. And after that, 3 will get printed. And after that, 2, and after that, 1, and a time will come when the value of n becomes 0. So this condition will become true and value will be returned back. The control will get returned back to the place from where it came. It will reach the main method and the execution will stop. This is the nature how the recursive function works. So please tell me how many of you have not understood. The function is said to be recursive. The function is said to be recursive when it calls itself. If I execute this, here you need to pass the number. Suppose you have entered 5 and you can see that the output is on the screen, which is 54321. So children, this is how the recursive function works. So how many of you have not understood? Please tell. Yes. Class 11th.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, if we want to do like 1 to 5, then how we will do using recursive call?
I will tell you later on because that is a different issue. Okay. So I will tell you, but not just now. Actually, the proceeding, actually what happens, I need to explain in a different way. Actually, what happens, the execution of any Java program or any program in any other language starts from the main method from here. And these are the statements which has been written, Java statements. Separate Java statements are these. And these separate Java statements are being stored in random access memory. And every Java statement stored has a unique address in the RAM. All of you, please listen carefully. It's a very important thing which I am explaining. So every statement has got a unique index number, which is a unique address in the RAM. And who is responsible to execute all these statements? That is the control. And what is control? Control is actually the active part of the program. Control is the active part of the program. And it is the control which is responsible for executing all the Java statements one by one. Now, children, near CPU, which is central processing unit, there is a location area which is filled with some general purpose registers, or you can say that these registers are some memory slots. These registers are some memory slots, or we can say intermediate memory locations between the RAM and the CPU. And these intermediate memory locations are very important. One of the additional register which is known as PC, and this register PC is known as program counter. इसको बोलते हैं प्रोग्राम काउंटर. Actually, this program counter is responsible for holding the address of the next instruction to be executed. ये समझ आया? Till now, if you have not understood, please tell. What I said
So
that
what does PC do?
huh?
What does PC do?
PC will store the address of the next statement, next Java statement to be executed. Suppose currently the very first line in the main method is being executed. So PC will have the address of int num is equals to 0. When currently this int num is equals to 0 is being executed, then PC will have the address of enter num. So this program counter is responsible for holding the address of the next instruction.
So what does GPR do?
These are general purpose registers. These are especially being used during execution. There are so many general purpose registers. Some are data registers, some are other type of registers, some are parity bit registers. Like in ones complement and twos complement, we have explained that there is a sign bit. So some are responsible for holding the sign bit. There are so many registers. Got it? Hello. Beta, please
So
tell.
this PC and so PC and GPR are located in the RAM.
No, no, not in the RAM. It is, I told you, na, intermediate memory locations are these. These are located on the same chip where processor is being installed. These are stored or located on the same chip where processor is being installed. Any other query? So what I told you, that execution will start from the RAM, from the main method, and PC, there are some general purpose registers which are intermediate registers between the RAM and CPU, and one of the register is PC, which is known as program counter, and it is responsible for holding the address of the next instruction to be executed. Got it? Okay. When control reaches this place, this is function call statement. Now what will happen? So when this is function call statement, then control immediately jumps over here, because this is the prototype of the function. This is function call statement, control will jump here. And what happens? Then this address will get stored somewhere in the memory. Address of this, the address of this will get stored in somewhere in this memory. And the memory location which you can see just now, this one, is known as stack. Stack, S-T-A-C-K, stack. Now further what happens? This part is being executed, and when control leaves this place, control comes at the top of the stack, extracting the address of this statement, and then further this statement will get stored in PC, and then PC will get incremented by 1, and if there are some more statements, then the rest of the statements will get executed. This is the normal working whenever function call happens. In a similar way, when recursive call here is there, then also this stack is involved. So whenever function call is there, stacks are involved. Because whenever function call will happen, control will jump at the prototype, and it will leave the normal execution of the statements. That's why need to store the memory location from where it left. Children, one small real life example I want to give, and that is, suppose you are reading a book and you are alone at home. Book, in fact, suppose you are reading an interesting novel and you are at page number 105, and suppose somebody came. अब किसी ने आपके घर की डोरबेल बजाई, आप गए वहां पर, then what you will do? Definitely the intelligent one, what he will do, he will place a bookmark at that place, at page number 105. तो जब आपका वो रिलेटिव वापस जाएगा और आप फ्री होंगे, and when you want to continue reading, that in that case you will start from page number 105. It is not like that you will start from the beginning. No, you will start from that page, from where you left that place. I hope you people are getting to what I'm saying. So the process, the same process here is also implemented with the help of the stack. जब भी कंट्रोल करंट कॉलिंग फंक्शन कॉल स्टेटमेंट की हेल्प से jump karta hai on a fresh function body, then the address of the current statement which got executed will get stored at the top of the stack. And the nature of the stack is to execute from top to bottom, or we can say it is first come first, it is LIFO, last in first out. So the nature of the stack is LIFO, means that the element which has entered at the end will get executed first. This is what LIFO. So children,
So stack,
ah,
sir, so stack stores all the statements or just the previous statement?
what all the statement? All the statement will not
All
get
the previous
executed.
statement or just the statement that is just below it?
Beta, whatever I have explained, you have not listened carefully. Okay. I was talking about the function call. I'm not talking about all the statements. When this function call happens to execute, then definitely its address will come. When this function call executes, definitely its address will come at this top. And suppose this function call execute 5 times, so 5 times the address will come. And after that, every time that address from the top will be popped out, executed, and from the top to bottom the statements will executed, and finally the time will come when the last statement also will get executed, and after that control will come to the main method again, and that will be the end of execution for this particular program. I want to explain you this. And by the way, it was whose question who asked that, sir, if we want to print the values from in ascending order?
Sir, by Soumya Agarwal.
Yes, Soumya. So Soumya, I hope you have understood the execution process, the execution pattern which I have explained just now.
Yes, sir.
So normally execution starts from the main method and it goes from top to bottom, and whenever any function call statement happens, before leaving that place and jumping on a new on the function body, the control saves the address of the current statement which has being executed. Otherwise beta कोई track record नहीं होगा ना कि till at what point we have executed. Okay, so this is very important. And you all have understood what is the role of the PC. The role of the PC is known as program counter, and its role is to store the address of the next instruction to be executed. This is what. So till now what you have done, what you have understood, what you have got in this is the base case and this is the recursive call. And this is the function call in the main method. These three are the important keywords. And now I'm going to just make some changes in this. Get some. Get some. This is the name of the function, and here I am passing 0. And here I have got this variable int s. And here I am writing s plus n. And there is a small change in this. Here return type is int, returning S into total now. Children, here one thing you have to remember that this function is actually going to calculate the value of first and natural numbers, and suppose the number is 5, the sum is 15. You can see that. That is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Yes. Anything which you people want to ask, please ask. Beta, please ask. If you want to ask anything, please ask. Yes, children. One more thing, children, I would like to tell you that if the return type is not void, the recursive call will have the return keyword associated. If the return type is void, simply we can write get some without return, but here since the primitive, the return type of the function is integer, it means that function should return a value. That's why this return statement is here. So any problem, then please tell. Yes, class 11th. Suppose, children, I am just calling this function without return. See what happens. Missing return statement it is showing that here it simply means that you cannot call a function without return. Yes, class 11th.
Sir, can you show the program once more?
Yes, children, please tell.
Sir, no doubt.
Okay, now suppose in the same question we want to reverse a number. So we need not to do much more, but simply result is, and here we will write into 10 plus and mod 10. This is what we have to write, and rest of the things now I'm not going to change. So here suppose the number is 123. You can see that here what is happening here.
Sir, in n it is written n minus 1.
Yes, that's why it is now n by 10. So here 1, 2, 3, and you can see that it is 321. So this is how basically we try to avoid looping statements within recursive call, recursive function body. Okay. So this is what this is the basic nature and execution process with the recursive functions. Yes. How many of you have not understood this? So actually today, children, I don't want to do some complex questions based on recursive functions. I would like to I would like just to keep simple. And one more thing, I will be sharing with you few links of recursive functions. So आपको I want that all of you please watch all the videos. So but not today. I will share it later on. So Ritvij, Lavanya, Aishwarya Ranjan, Anant, Anshul, Kushagra Srivastav. I hope you all have understood. Any problem?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, beta.
Sir, could you please explain LIFO again? Last and first term. So
Beta,
what
actually,
exactly?
the question which came from Soumya Agarwal, that's why I explained. Actually, this is a container, and in this container, the entry and exit point is this only. So if suppose you are dropping a coin and that resides at the bottom, and suppose you are dropping another coin that comes before that coin, so what will happen if you want to take out, it will follow the LIFO because last in first out. Suppose you want to take out this coin, so before that you want to take out this, so this is LIFO. So actually it is a stack, and the compiler or the algorithms are such that during execution of any program basically follow this principle. I hope you have understood.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now children, one more small program I would like to tell you. So children, here I would like to check whether a given string is palindrome or not. So here enter a word or a string, whatever, and boolean f is obj dot is palin. This is the name of the function. And here if f means what? Not palindrome. So here I would like to just show you the function which is boolean is palin, and here it is word. Now what to do? Children, here the base case will come, and that base case tells that if word dot length is 0 or word dot length is 1, return true. So returning true means that the function is the string is palindrome, and this is the base case. In any recursive call, what is important? The base case is the most important thing. Else if we want to check that if word dot caret of 0 is not equals to word dot caret of word dot length minus 1. If this is the case, return false. Else, just make it recursive. Word dot substring 1 comma word dot length minus 1. So this is what we have to do. Just check it. Here I have passed Nitin. You can see that it is palindrome. Suppose if I am passing A, B, C, D, E, it is not palindrome. And if it is A, B, C, C, B, A, it is palindrome. So it's working, children. In case if you have any doubt, any query, then please ask.
Sir, can you explain the program?
In this function call, I think there will be no doubt. Suppose I am passing A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, C, B, A. So what is happening? The length, this base case is at present not correct. It is not true. So what will happen? And the first and last alphabet is same. So the last part will execute, and in this last part, what will happen? The first alphabet will get removed and the last alphabet will also get removed. Got it? And then what happens? After that, what happens? The first and this word will get modified, and then this first and this last will get eliminated again. And then again this first and last will get eliminated. You will see that the length has become 0, returning true. The word is palindrome. If any of the pair is not same, the function would have returned false. Yes, children, please tell. Beta, hurry up. Please tell. If you have any doubt, any issue, please tell.
No problem.
So children, this is how recursive function works. So the one of the thing which I want to tell you that children, these recursive functions are very, very, very important. And you all have to study this topic very seriously. And here,
Sir, can you switch to that screen again?
and here I will definitely provide you lots of problems based on recursive functions.
Excuse me, sir.
But yes, ask.
So can we not use? So we cannot use looping statements in recursive functions?
Avoid using looping statement until and unless you don't want to program write the code in terms of dynamic programming.
Okay, sir.
So most of the time we should avoid. Then what is the purpose of recursive? The recursive itself creates a looping environment. Here you can see that that environment has been created. Every time with every recursive function call, there is a change in the word. So this is a looping environment or not? But here the problem with recursive function is that it slows down the execution speed and it is complex. So normally programmers, what they do, they avoid using recursive function. But some problems are so complex that you cannot do without recursion. You have to apply.
Sir,
Yes.
Sir, in the string program, sir, how 1 will change to 2? Sir, the last statement that you wrote.
What one?
Sir, the last statement that it is written 1 comma word dot length minus 1.
So you don't know substring.
No, sir.
Uh,
Sir, in the next, sir, it will call itself. Then how it will change to 2? So 1 will change to 2.
why one will change to two? Why? Because every time a fresh string has been created, and the property of the string is that the starting index is always one, zero. So how it is changing?
Okay, sir.
When you are just, you have not understood. Suppose it is ABC, and if I am right ABCD, if and I am writing this 1 comma word dot length minus 1, so it is for sure that these two alphabets will get removed. But what is happening? This will definitely reinitializing string word. So if it is reinitializing, definitely next time this B will have index number 0 and this will have index number 1. And again, next time if it is called, then it will return nothing because B and C both will get eliminated. So it will become blank, and in that case the length will be 0.
Sir, understood.
Yes, so don't nobody will go anywhere. So this is all about recursive function. Now I'm going to share you the Google form link so that you people can mark the attendance. Thank you.